Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Monday, November the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and I am live on a mic between 9 o'clock and 4 o'clock Eastern Time every day. Okay, well, listen, the AI channel, this was probably the fewest strategies we've had, and you're going to see that virtually all of them were long. I think that's one, two, three, four, five, six, so seven longs and one short. The problem, of course, is that the market was way down today. Now, just to understand how this gets formulated, is that at the end of today, we have about 30 base strategies, all right? And at the end of the day, when the market is closed, we will apply today's stats to those strategies. We'll come up with the ones that we think could be good for tomorrow. They have to have a profit factor of, I think, 2 and a win percentage of about 60. That's thereabouts. If they're below that, then they don't pass. The problem is, of course, is that the AI channel cannot possibly know that tomorrow, they're not going to know exactly what the market's going to do. Now, if the market is down, if they had a bunch of long strategies and the market's down 20, 30, 40, I'm sure it really wouldn't matter. But when the market is down well over 200 points for most of the day, and yes, we had a little rally at a couple of points, it's very difficult, obviously, to go long anything. So you just have to bear that in mind with these strategies. Is that it really helps to have the market somewhat on your side. I mean, again, the market's down 250, very difficult to go long anything. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. So what did I do today? Well, it was lean pickings, to be honest with you. I did get into ISIS. ISIS actually, a bunch of people in the room were watching it as it popped up. And somebody in the room mentioned, I think it was Rio mentioned that it was starting to pull back. So this was a and I noticed it has gone right back up again, but this was a very, very quick trade for me. Let me just expand it just a little bit. I got into ISIS actually at, show the crosshairs. I got rid of the wrong one. Look at that. Got into ISIS at, and what a terrible name, of course, 6137. Whoops, what happened? Well, close enough. I got in right here, and it popped up immediately. I think I got rid of the crosshairs. Okay, and it popped up immediately, and I took some off at 61, 6181. Well, it's right around here. And then as it was falling down, I took the balance out for a small loss. And then it just really started to collapse. And now it's back up again. So pretty wild, pretty tough to day trade something like this. But anyway, took a shot. Oh, just one second, please. All right, so that was the ISIS trade. Now the next one was LB. Now LB just got clobbered today. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. Um, yeah, I mean, here's where it closed. Here's where it closed on Friday, and you can see it got all the way down here. And I had decided that at this point, where did I get in now? LB 93.52. Again, these are not great trades. When I say great trades, I mean they were just kind of scalpy little trades. But I got in here when it finally started to look like, here was the big collapse, a little bit of a pullback here, and then it finally started to move up a little bit. And I got into the trade at 93, right around here, driving me nuts. Again, I can't see the price. And I got out at 69 and 81, 69. So again, just kind of little scalpy trades. I actually was a good exit on the last part because it just really fell down after that. Anyway, but here's the one that we should really be talking about, okay? And that's MNK. So this is another one of those drug companies that I guess sells through a distributor. And if you remember what happened to VRX, let's put on the daily here for the daily for VRX. So back in this area here were the rumblings that something was wrong, and then it really picked up here. In fact, this was one of the first alerts we had on our AI channel on the Wednesday. And Citron, which is, they're always, you always are going to see a reference to Citron as the notorious short seller. Well, they're the ones who really put out the article about and saying that it was just, you know, the relationship that they had. I think it was, I want to call it Philidor. Their relationship was really kind of sketchy, shall we say. And so this really caused the stock to drop and all the way down this level and this level. And so in its, it's really trying to struggle. I mean, I know people have played the little bounces and all that, but it's really in trouble. So anyway, they came out today and they basically said that this company, this MNK, was doing virtually the same thing, if not worse, and they were going to have a further expose on it. And let's face it. I mean, a lot of people now are following what Citron is talking about on these particular issues, and you can see this was the impact it had from 66.50 all the way down to 56, so almost a $10 drop. Oh, I'm sorry, all the way down to 52. So what an incredible. Now it has bounced back, okay, but they promise, Citron promises to have a further expose on it. Now I actually was able to get into this very quickly. In fact, it was while Dan, our CEO, was talking in the room. I got in here. It was actually halted. Sorry about that. Let me go back to 15-minute chart again. It was actually halted right around here. But I took the trade at this is a short, of course, right about here, and got quickly out at 55. So it was 56.11 down to 55.12. So a quick dollar on it. But this is one we have to watch going forward because there's going to be more and more news. Now, today was the day, obviously. If you could have got in anywhere up here, and if it got, I understand that they tweeted it. Citron tweeted it, and that's the beauty of our room too, because I mean somebody posted in the room, probably around this area, and so it's great to be in the room for that. You don't have to. I mean, a lot of information it comes out just from our the people who are in the room. So this has to be watched. That's all I can say. It has to be watched. I mean, obviously the massive damage has been done for today, probably, but you never know. I mean, there could be a second wave coming out. I know what Citron tends to do is, I mean, I get an email. I'm on their email list, and what they tend to do is they stagger the emails. So they blast out one to a group, and that could cause, the first wave down, and then another, 30 minutes later, they blast out another one and another wave. I'm not saying that happened in this particular case. It looks like, everybody responded to their tweet, but typically that's what I think Citron does because I have not received the email yet. I'm very sure I'm going to receive an email though soon. All right. Again, that's it for today. And again, not too exciting. Only, very, very few strategies, and most of them are long. So again, you just have to have some common sense. On a day where the market is way down, you just can't dive in and expect that any long strategies are going to work. Okay, let me just back this one out. And again, here is how to get into our room. The room is open between 9 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.